This man you are seeing here, he wrote on his Facebook profile a bitter truth that some of the Dinkas found hard to swallow. It's a pure truth. When I try to cross-check the comments, some people were telling why he say like that. And these are the major problems that are tearing our country apart. These are the major problems that cause all the distractions in South Sudan. But we don't want to address the problems, or we don't want to acknowledge them. We are ignoring. There are some people who know the truth, but they don't want to speak it out. There are some people who know the truth, but they are willing to speak out, but their tongue, they are silenced, or they are facing intimidation or threats. How could our country move forward? And we don't want to identify the problems that are tearing our country apart. We don't want to identify them. We don't want to talk about them. We know them, but we are not acknowledged, or we don't want to talk about them. How could we solve? How could our country move forward? And we still don't want to address the issues. When we address the issues, and then we come up with the solutions. That's how we can solve the problems facing us in South Sudan. But we don't want to talk about the problems. We don't want to acknowledge. We ignore. We don't identify the root causes. What are the problems? What are the root causes? We don't want to talk about. We don't want to identify. When a Dinka man sees a Nuer man, there are only two words in his mind. One, enemy. Two, threat. These are the two words that lingering in a Dinka man's head when he sees a Nuer man. The Dinka label the word Nuer, which is the Nuer tribe, as enemy in their head. They're educating small children, they're educating everybody in the Dinka community that Nuer community is a threat to the entire Dinka. And it is caused by only a small group. And this small group, they're projecting this stereotype, delusional ideology on the entire Dinka community. And they're forcing the entire Dinka community to believe it. But it's just a small group so that they can achieve their personal gains. How could we expect change in South Sudan? We don't want to address the issues. Let me read out what the guy wrote on his Facebook profile. I are saying Achol Grant. I'm writing to inform the public of my recent release from unlawful detention, during which I faced harassment and torture. I was initially arrested at the Freedom Hall by security personnel who mistakenly thought I was part of the Nuer community. See that? Mistakenly arrested because they thought that he was from the Nuer community. The guy was arrested. So the hatred is too much. The hatred is too much. The hatred projected upon the Nuer community by the Dinka, or within the Dinka, there is a small group. They are coming up with this stereotype ideology so that they force the entire Dinka community to believe. I endured significant mistreatment while detained at the court, where political figures, including Dr. Riek Machar, are persecuted. After being transferred to the Northern Division Police, I faced charges of contempt of court. I was given the choice to either pay 300,000 SSP or serve a 3 months prison sentence. Thanks to my esteemed MP, Joseph Bol Agau, the amount was paid, leading to my release despite suffering injuries during my arrest. I am grateful for the support received. Thank you for your concern. Now, the hatred projected upon the Nuer community is too much. It's beyond. And we're expecting our country to move forward. We don't want to address these issues. People that are talking bad, they are telling, why did you say that? Why did you write that? And you were saying a whole truth. They don't want people to speak up. They don't want people to say the truth. And we're expecting our country to change just like that. We don't address the root causes. We don't identify what are the problems that are causing division among ourselves. We don't want to talk about them. And we're expecting South Sudan to just move forward. And it's being destroyed by a small group of people. It's this group that's destroying the entire South Sudan. But instead for us to speak out, we are keeping quiet. We are supporting them. And they're destroying our country. They're brainwashing others to believe their false narrative.